You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. What's going on in the world? Well, the Baskin-Robbins co-founder died.
No.
Looks like God needed some ice cream.
That old gag.
No, it's an old radio bit, but like when someone like the Baskin-Robbins co-founder dies, like Morning Zeus will go, "Do you think he's going to be buried in a coffin in the shape of a ice cream cone?"
How old?
That one, that goes back, yeah.
How old was he?
90.
Oh, 90.
90?
So I guess, I guess ice cream is good for you.
Yeah, I guess so.
1945 he started that company.
Rich,
How about you talk?
into the mic, please.
1945 he started that company.
Oh, yeah?
Baskin or Robbins?
He was Robbins. He was Robbins, and they flipped a coin to see the name. When it could have been Robbins and Baskin, but then I don't think it would have hit that big. Because his brother-in-law, he took his brother-in-law. It's the only story I read today.
How do you? Oh, you read a story? I'm wondering, like, how he's just going off on this and has this knowledge and wisdom about Baskin-Robbins.
The beauty of Rich Voss, that all hell is breaking loose around America, and he decides he needs to read one story about the Baskin-Robbins guy.
About the ice cream
Over
guy.
1,000 flavors,
Yeah,
not 31.
Well, great. Also, Celtics beat the Cavs last night. LeBron James, did you see that coming,
Oh,
Anthony,
my
last
God.
night? Huh?
That whole thing?
Yeah.
With LeBron, right?
Yeah. What happened with LeBron
Yeah,
last night?
that was amazing to see.
And after the Celtics won, they all went out for ice cream to Baskin-Robbins.
LeBron James had a horrible night, and the Celtics beat the Cavs 76-72. Kobe Bryant wins his first MVP. And
Yeah.
Police
Kobe.
Police announced final show in New York City.
Oh, yeah? That's it?
Yeah,
They're done
today.
with their tour?
Oh, the band. I was thinking the NYPD
Oh, no.
announced their final show in New York City today.
No.
Oh, this is the band, the police.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not their final show.
my bad. I thought it was the NYPD's final show. They've had it after today's demonstrations. They're
I'm
like,
sure
this is
they-
our final show.
Their final beating.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, boy. I
then
don't envy them today.
And then you got what? Obama winning North Carolina. He had a huge lead there. That's no surprise. Lost Indiana, I guess, but it was really close.
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
And this, I know you're not a big Obama fan, Ant, but do you agree that
Do I believe?
do you agree that Hillary should drop out and do what's right for the Democratic Party at this point?
Yeah, I think she has to.
But she refuses to.
Yeah.
She refuses to drop out of this race, and everyone is saying it is impossible for her to win the nomination at this point.
I think this is detrimental to the party. She should just back out. Give it to Obama. Let him run.
You know what the conspiracy theory is, right?
What?
That she's staying in, hurting her party. McCain will get the nomination and become, he'll become the president of the United States. He'll only do 4 years because he's old. And then she has another shot at it in 4 years.
Well,
That's the conspiracy theory on
I
this
think
whole thing.
Obama's going to go for it in 4 more years.
Yeah. But
He's a young guy.
She'll just battle it out with him again in 4 years.
Yeah, but what's the chance? In 4 years, Obama has a better chance of going to prison than she does. You know what I'm saying?
No.
She's Obama. This is his year.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
This is his year because he's got this weird thing. Nobody saw him coming. And that's why the Clintons hate him because all of a sudden he didn't exist X amount of years ago publicly. Like you'd know who he was, except in stupid Chicago. And all of a sudden he makes one speech.
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
he's the front runner.
Everyone
They-
just loves him.
They probably saw everybody else coming, like, all right, we got this one, and all of a sudden this new guy is coming. He's charismatic, but 4 more years he won't catch people off guard the way he is now. And I mean in a good way, like he's just kind of people are just getting swept up in it.
Yeah.
Once 4 more years of
Yeah, you're right.
decisions and seeing his face. I didn't like when he made that decision.
And
I
his
didn't like when he
policy,
did that.
there's something to be said for the fact that he's inexperienced because he doesn't have a track record that people could really go after.
And the change thing won't be as effective in 4 years.
Why would the media, why would all the news that were so pro-Clinton and loved Bill Clinton and Hillary just completely jump off their bandwagon?
Never loved Hillary.
I never loved
Well, they definitely loved Bill. And they completely jumped off the Clinton.
Not completely.
It ain't Bill.
Bill Clinton came out yesterday. I think it said that Hillary would make a better president than he was. He said that.
Oh, God.
So
She's making him say stuff like that now.
Oh, he's pulling out all the tricks at this
poor
point.
bastard.
Tim Russert, everyone.
Why? Because she doesn't like fat chicks.
What? What happened?
Because she doesn't like fat chicks.
Rich, that's just hurtful.
Yeah. Tim Russert.
Let me start you with the same simple question. Did it just end tonight?
We now know who the Democratic nominee is going to be, and no one's going to dispute it, Keith. Sometimes in campaigns, the candidate is the last to recognize the best timing. It's very much like being on life support. Once they start removing the systems, you really have no choice.
It's very obvious, but she just she refuses to bail.
She won't give up.
Senator Clinton has canceled her TV appearances, canceled her public appearances. She has some real soul searching to do, and those closest to her will give them a hard-headed analysis. And if they lay it all out, they'll say, "What is the rationale? What do we say to the undeclared superdelegates tomorrow? Why do we tell them you're staying in the race?" And tonight, there's no good answer for that.
All right, I was a little off on this. I heard this differently because I heard some of her speeches last night. But if she's canceling some of her appearances and stuff, she's really, going to do some thinking, obviously.
Maybe she's going to, come up with a speech, a concession speech, say she's withdrawing.
We had a tour of the White House 2 weeks ago, the West Wing.
Did you?
A Secret Service guy took us on our personal tour through the West Wing, showed us where Clinton banged her. Because it wasn't in the Oval Office. It wasn't the Oval Office.
It was like a little room out there.
A little room right next to it, like right behind
Took you into that room?
I was hoping he would. He's Secret Service.
Oh.
And,
was he cute?
hi. Gave me a coin, too, a Secret Service coin.
How old are you?
What are you, 12?
Did he give you a lollipop because you didn't cry during the dentist examination? Shut up.
Did you get pilot wings on the flight home? Ferry.
He gave me a coin.
Give me a Secret Service coin.
That's wonderful.
Probably tried to spend it.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, now, did you get to win the Oval Office?
You can't go in because you could stand and put your head in it. As close as you get. It's impossible to walk in. No one goes into the Oval Office.
No?
Why?
I mean, how do they rope it off? Are they
Yeah, it's roped off. But even the tours, like to get a tour of just the East Wing, you got to go through your congressman.
Would they tell you there was a penny in the corner and you went crazy?
That's what you got?
Well, it's an Oval Office.
Yes.
It's funny.
That's kind
Oh, I get it.
Do you? Do you really get it?
I actually didn't get that. I knew it was a Jewish joke, but that was a damn good one. Wait.
It's such an old hack joke. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, for sure, Voss would know it.
But wait, the East Wing or the West Wing is harder to get the tour of?
The West Wing is harder.
Okay.
It's almost, The East Wing, you got to go through a Congress. You can't. I thought you'd just come sign up for a tour like every other place.
Because no terrorist would ever think to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me come in.
Yeah, I'm just online for a tour.
Yeah.
So you get to look at the Oval Office.
Yeah.
But they have a rope in front of it? Like.
Yeah. It's roped off, and I mean, we stood where they have the press conferences, with the the altar or whatever, the
altar,
podium,
Or a podium.
the podium right there. Where they had
Yeah, the president alters press conferences.
Although with
at an altar, that's
with
good.
Bush, it could be called an altar sometimes. Jesus, babble.
Good point.
where they show where they walk, where you can't see, like. If you look at the White House and
This is the worst description of a White House tour. They show where they walk.
No, wait, hold on.
It's as if a child is writing a report.
This is
my day at the White House.
Yeah.
And it's like you're reading it verbatim from a small child.
This is show and tell with
It's
Rich Vaughn.
it's that yellow thin paper with the wood pulp in it, written it with pencil. That's what this is.
Well, I'm trying-
I went to the
because
White
it's
House.
so
It was
overwhelming.
fun. I saw the Oval Office and the thing that they talk to at the press thing.
Well, relax.
The man gave me a coin.
I was going to bring it in.
I was happy. The end.
And he wants us to relax. We're trying to entertain 1 million people.
Your grandson, Frank.
How about you get your thoughts together before you get in here?
Okay, well, I mean, I'm trying to.
They showed us where the people walk. What does that mean?
No, I'm saying when the president walks, like if you're in the front, if you're out on the street and you're looking at the White House,
yes,
and you're
Richie?
looking at the lawn, it drops down where he walks by the aisle. I can't explain what
That's
I'm trying to
obvious.
say.
Just stop.
I'm just saying it was a good
I
tour.
can't
It was a
explain
lot
what
of
I'm
fun.
trying to say.
It was a lot of fun.
You talk for a living.
And then he just goes, it was a lot of fun.
I know, but I get a little overexcited on stuff like, and it was 3 weeks ago, so I forgot a lot.
The boyish excitement is actually overwhelming his ability to convey.
Yeah, yes.
I forgot a lot of stuff from 3 weeks ago too. Guess what? I don't bring it up.
Yeah, but the president man was there. 51, Rich.
When he walks out, like I didn't understand. All I understood was a nice man gave him a coin. Yeah. That's all I really understood.
I'll bring it in next time.
We're trying to get info from a mosquito.
My friend, my buddy Ken used to do helicopter duty when the president would walk off. He was one of the. I met him in Guatemala.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was. He told me he would get me a tour of the West Wing, but you have to go through a security clearance first to get a tour.
Yeah, they just take your name and social security. The guy who gave me the tour met you and offered you the tour, but you blew him off.
No, I didn't. I'm never in D.C.
He met you and Kenny must have. I'm telling you, he met you and said, "Do you want a tour or something?" And you probably, whatever, we're busy.
You
or
have his number?
I got his email.
Are you okay, Rich?
I'll call.
Why? What's wrong? I'm saying the guy met him. How else do you say it like that? He met him and Norton blew him off.
I didn't blow him off. I might not have been able to. Why, don't make it like I'm blowing off Secret Service agents. I'm not that fancy.
Why? Yeah, Norton. We all know Norton. He would never blow off Secret Service.
Not an opportunity like that.
That'd be something Jimmy would really get into.
Photos,
right? Of course.
Please.
Jesse in New Jersey. Jesse.
Good morning, boys.
Hey.
Hey, Rich, did you have your sexy shorts on when you went there to get the coin?
No.
No. Yes.
The president wasn't there.
Oh, really?
No.
Because everyone thought you might be just hanging with the president.
Yeah.
Well, he said when the president gets off the helicopter, I can come see that.
What? The helicopter?
When the helicopter
and sit in
lands.
the pilot's seat and wear the pilot's hat?
The whirly bird.
The whirly bird? Rich, hold my hand. I'll get you through this break. Just hold my hand. We'll get through this.
Oh, my God. He's so excited.
He really
we
is.
finally have somebody that got a tour of the White House and we get no info.
And we got nothing from him.
Absolutely nothing.
I'd like to know what's going on in there.
Yeah.
Like what?
Well, there was a lot of Norman Rockwell paintings that are worth like tons of money. And there was one, hold on.
All right, explain one Norman Rockwell painting that you saw in the White House.
There was one Norman Rockwell of the Statue of Liberty, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And he kind of messed up and he turned it over and redid it. So on the back of this Norman Rockwell is a screwed up Statue of Liberty, and it's even worth a lot more money now because he messed up. So there's one Norman Rockwell.
Can you see it from both sides, or they actually have it hanging on a wall, or is it displayed?
Yeah, it's in an aquarium in a glass wall. It's in a frame, stupid.
No, but
can you see it from both sides here with 3D glasses? You can.
But they could have displayed it a certain way, so you.
Come on, you didn't attack him for that. If I would have just said that.
But I understood what he said. If it's screwed up, why wouldn't you show that?
Like, because you're my thing.
Because it's the White House, not the Salvador Dali Museum. It's the White House.
The what? The what museum?
The what?
Salvador Dali.
Okay. It was Salvador. You said
Salvador Dali.
Salmonor.
No, you combine an artist and some type of food poisoning.
Yeah, Salmonella Dali.
But anyhow,
I was saying maybe they displayed it a certain way so you could see the back if the error is a big. How do you know that exists?
The Secret Service guy told me.
So you believe anything he told you?
He knew almost everything.
Oh my God, that's got to be a gag he plays on people. You know, the back of this.
Not.
There's a screwed up version on the back.
Well, why would he say that out of all the?
Why wouldn't they display it so you can see both sides in a glass case where you can walk around the back?
Because I don't know.
All right, that's a good answer.
Because I don't know.
That's a great answer right there.
Well,
that's
why
okay.
wouldn't they?
That's a wonderful answer.
What goes on in the White House? Like you're walking
What
around.
goes on? There's a lot of decisions made.
Okay. Maybe I should have been a little. Maybe I should have been a little more specific.
You should have never graduated from the third grade. You know that, right?
Also, they showed us where the big screen.
A lot of decisions are made in the White House.
The big screen where the president will talk to like astronauts and stuff. And
how old are you?
What I'm telling you, what I
little
saw.
child
talk to astronauts.
Dude, my 10-year-old nephews are smarter than you.
No,
they give a better description than the big screen where he talks to astronauts.
I'm not a profiler.
Talks to spacemen.
You're not a profiler. What do you mean?
What does that mean?
I don't remember everything from the tour. It was,
so that makes you not a profiler?
Well, because they remember everything.
Dude, I walked around New York yesterday. I don't really remember what I saw, but if I went to the White House, I think I'd remember a lot of things.
Yeah,
that's
you'd
like
be able to
a once-in-a-lifetime thing to do.
Talk about
I can do it
it.
again. The guy will take me again.
Well, you might need to go there a few times just to get some of this stuff in
The
your
guy
brain.
will take me again.
The guy.
It's like holding his hand, leading him through.
You've remembered nothing. You said, well, they showed me where he banged a girl, and they show where he walked.
Some gun closets.
And you look in the room.
Yeah, they have gun closets in the White House.
You don't think they have gun closets in the White House?
Got one in mind.
Actual gun closets?
Yeah, where they keep,
guns,
rifles and stuff, and M6, whatever, in case someone, boom, open the door, gun closet. I saw I saw a gun closet, and you can't even tell it's a closet. Boom, hit the wall opens, gun.
Really, guns are in there.
Listen to me.
Wow.
I'm trying to figure this out. I mean, Rich is a bit older, but he's not old enough to have Alzheimer's right now.
I don't think so, not yet.
I think I do.
Anyway.
Well, something's going on with you.
Nothing's going on. I'm trying to...
Dude, this is what you would hear if you went to a 5th grade class.
Well, okay, then have Jeff Foxworthy introduce me. What I'm saying, too, we also saw what Congress, the people have...
Oh, God.
I hope you have
people...
people have what, Rich?
Let me tell you what happens with a morning show. Between 7 and 7:30 is our biggest audience. This is when we have to really hit them with material. And you just went Congress where the people... what happened? Your brain exploded?
Let's move on.
Can I point out something E-Rock pointed out brilliantly? It was that Voss remembered more about Basking Robbins than the White House.
Yes.
And that's good that you spelled it Basking Robbins.
Basking Robbins.
Basking.
Too busy shoving in his mouth to eat to read the outside of the label. Damn it.
That's right.
To eat the outside.
Oh, my God.
I was so eager to get that little insult out.
Basking Robbins.
Basking.
Fool.
Let's say hi to Steve in New Hampshire. Steve.
Hey, Voss.
What's up?
Hey, you're adding nothing to the show.
This is pure humor.
Please go home.
This is funny.
Please go on.
Hey, could the boys in the office, I think this is a great idea. We should do Are You Smarter Than Voss again? We'd like to do this from time to time. But let's do kind of like, not even history questions. I think government questions. He was at the White House, so those basic White House, Congress type of questions. Basic Washington questions. Because you had a nice tour down there. And we'll see if you could answer some of the questions. All right, Rich?
Okay. Not today, though.
Yes, today. You shouldn't have to study for that.
Okay.
Can we get some of that together really fast? Like 5 or 6 questions for Rich Voss
no problem.
To answer? Let's see. Let's go to Talon, the trucker. What are you hauling, Talon?
Probably diapers and paper product.
You don't even know, really?
Probably.
Well, it's a Procter & Gamble product. I really don't care what's in the bill as long as it's legal weight.
All right, very nice. What do you got?
Voss, you said you were at the West Wing. You sure you're in the White House or not the TV studio there getting a tour by an extra?
By an extra.
Joe in Georgia. Joe.
Hey, we got Dummy Voss over there talking about the painting that was messed up on the back.
Yeah.
And Jimmy said, did you see the back of it? And he said, no, I didn't have 3D glasses.
Yeah.
They stupid, they're X-ray glasses.
Well, joke, you know what I'm saying.
That's right.
3D.
Life is 3D.
Come on.
Any glasses are 3D glasses. Good point.
Good
3D glasses.
Good point. Let's say hi.
You
was a great
I
point.
couldn't see the ship when I was looking at the picture.
Yeah.
Secret Service man told me look for a long time. If you stare at it, you'll see the 3D ship.
My daddy figure told me to look at the painting.
I got a coin.
Did you see the painting? No, he told me to shake up the globe and the snow would fall on it.
Yeah.
Nothing?
I like it.
Thank you.
Rich in Michigan, what's up?
Hey, I think all the memories of whatever Voss saw might be dodging him.
Yeah. Can we break out the 8 Bells death tent today for Rich Voss?
The what?
Oh, he broke his legs.
Who's 8 Bells?
Who's 8 Bells?
8 bells.
Who's 8 Bells?
Mr. Basking Robbins.
Yeah, you know all about Baskin Robbins. Who is 8 Bells?
This is something anyone should know.
Anyone?
Yeah. Anyone should know.
Look at Rich getting all the...
He's so boggled.
He was right in Ant's face. Anyone? Yeah, pretty much anyone.
8 Bells?
8 Bells.
Put it this way. You're like the back part of 8 Bells.
I have no idea. I got to admit, I don't know this one.
8 bells. You don't know what that means.
It's probably some Catholic stuff.
Yeah.
8 bells. You share her teeth. 8 bells.
Oh, a horse.
Oh, God.
Oh, the horse.
Oh, God.
Is that the one that fell and got her legs? Oh,
And
really?
got her legs what?
She got, euthanized.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. And you got the word right and everything.
I can't believe that just happened.
Oh, damn. Rich is like, wow.
That was good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I didn't
All
think
right.
to blame the jockey. You can't blame the jockey for the meltdown of a horse.
All right. Now he's cooking. Look at him.
No, I knew the horse.
Oh, you didn't?
Knew the horse.
We had to make horse jokes for you to figure it out.
Yeah.
It didn't hit
Jimmy
me.
did the horse's ass joke.
Wish I
Well,
hit
but you
you.
said 8 bells and then Baskin Robbins. What does 8 bells have to do with Baskin Robbins?
Well, if you were listening closely, nothing. And we didn't try to make the two things connected.
That was pretty good.
Phone number
you're all right,
877-212-018. When we get back, we got a great story about an Air France pilot. Wait till you hear this one.
Yeah.
And we go to break with
Horrifying.
with a little history lesson from Rich Voss.
The History Channel and Jimmy Dean's Sausage Links, with a grant from the Picket Fence Dental Corporation, present 20th Century American History with renowned scholar and member of Mensa, Rich Voss.
I know a lot about it.
Dr. Voss will take you on a breathtaking journey through history's most poignant milestones.
What event took the world to the brink of World War III in 1962?
The Bay of Pigs in Cuba.
Oh, my
Oh, no,
God.
the Russian Missile Crisis.
Oh, my God.
With every outburst, Rich Voss gets dumber and dumber.
In 1962, what almost brought us to World War III? It had to be the Bay of Pigs in Cuba when...
No, it's not the Bay of Pigs.
Your head will spin.
Who was the U.S. president when World War II ended?
The war ended with the dropping of the atomic bombs.
That didn't actually end World War II.
You've never met a Jew who knows less about World War II than Rich Voss.
What was the World War where Germany was going and taking, just out of control?
By the way, I've never wanted to punch someone more than you.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
It's pretty embarrassing when you think about it. So tune in to 20th Century American History and watch in amazement as an old Jewish man goes from mildly coherent to babbling pile of mush in the course of an hour.
You know, it's all history from there.
Coming to the History Channel.
How's everybody? That's good. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Let's not forget about OandARadio.com. Stephen S. from Bayshore does the fine rundowns, the show rundowns.
Yes.
He's got a lot of fans of his rundowns. OandARadio.com. Also, we put all the visuals that we talk about up there in one nice place that you can go to. Let's say hi to Michelle in New Jersey. We got Rich Voss in studio. Michelle, what's up?
Well, I've been old for 2 weeks, so I really can't remember everything. But I think it had to do with an oval gun and being stupid.
I think she's trying to make fun of Rich, and her phone is petering out.
Well, she sounds like a Bingham, so I think she's eating in between.
Just like Rich.
Bigham.
A Bigham. Don, Niagara Falls, what's going on?
Oh, not much. Hey, Rich Voss is boring as hell even when he's reading a pamphlet from a tour that he never went on.
I didn't hear that one either.
Yeah, I like the pamphlet part. We're just reading a pamphlet.
Yeah. O&A, you guys finally coming to Buffalo?
We're trying to get the virus tour up there in Buffalo, but we don't know what's going on. I think there's some behind the scenes things going on with our Buffalo deal. I'm hearing. I don't know. Maybe you should start calling the Edge. Maybe all our fans should start calling the Edge and say, "Hey, is Opie and Anthony coming to Buffalo for the O&A?"
Yeah, are we?
We need to book this thing. Darien Lake. I know that place well. We could get people from Canada. We could get people from Cleveland. We could get people from Rochester. That'd be a nice little hub for the O&A fans. What?
I don't know why we don't do it. Why don't we just book
Martin, Jimmy?
I'm going to have to get on the phone with some people and find out what the hell's going on.
Come to the casino.
Oh, guys.
Hang out with the Dequas. You can party with them, man. We'll love you.
Okay.
All right, Don. Thank you.
Somebody. All right, man. Bring it.
Bring it. Bring it on.
Yep.
Let's say hi to Dom in New Jersey. Dom, you're on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hit it, Dom.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Welcome aboard.
I just wanted to say we need a lot less Voss and a lot more Club Soda Kenny with traffic on the 8th.
Why are you yelling about being mean to Voss?
Yeah, I bring nothing but humor to this. Are you kidding me? I'm a no-fail comic.
I wake up to you guys every morning, and when I first woke up to Club Soda Kenny doing traffic on the 8th, I was in tears. It was so funny.
Yes, we all were.
Well, but here's the thing: it is very funny, but there's no reason to slam me to build him up.
That's
we're
right.
We're two separate entities.
That's right. Just because Voss has humor like a 60-year-old.
Okay.
I
mean, if you were at brokerage this weekend, you would hear how funny I am on stage. I mean, there's no reason to attack me like that.
Brokerage, what? Belmore?
Yeah.
Long Island?
Yeah, this weekend.
Rich Voss is hilarious on a stage, man. And very funny on the radio, too, I must say, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Excuse him.
Oh, my God.
BrokerageComedy.com to book your tickets to see Rich Voss. And you are very funny, but beat it. Kenny needs your mic.
Oh, okay.
Traffic and weather on the 8th with Club Soda Kenny.
Hi, Kenny.
Good morning, everyone. It's that time again for the Opie and Anthony Traffic and Weather on the 8th with me, Club Soda Kenny. The streets are running red in Jersey this morning. A lot of hubbub in Toms River. Route 37 westbound near Hospital Drive is closed because some schmuck thought it would be a good idea to drive full speed into a traffic light, which closed the entire highway. I think he'll be trading his car for a wheelchair.
He's so happy, too.
I am enthusiastic.
Yeah.
This is a morning show. We got to get people get up and going. Pandemonium in Lakewood, New Jersey. East County Line Road between Somerset Avenue and Brook Road is closed because some broad decided to play chicken with a telephone pole. Guess who won? She won't be needing any Mother's Day presents.
Oh, my Kenny! Kenny!
The family can save money. It's economical. And the only thing that would make that accident better is if the pole fell on some people and hammered them into the ground like thumbtacks.
Did he say thumbtack?
Yes, you're a thumbtack.
I don't enunciate well, almost like Rich.
Almost.
But anyway, speaking of Lakewood, New Jersey, all right, mayhem. Yesterday, 1937, the Hindenburg burst into flames. You talk about catastrophes, killing 36 unlucky people.
Shouldn't we have done that news yesterday?
Well, I'm very punctual.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. That's the point.
You're late by 24 hours.
Yeah.
I got bumped by that, magician yesterday.
Oh, okay. That would be Penn Jillette.
Yeah.
You're mad that you got bumped?
No, he's a good guy. He's just
we were supposed to do this yesterday. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Lakehurst, New Jersey, the Hindenburg.
Yeah, yesterday, 1937. Go figure.
Basically, you're 70 years late on that report. It's not affecting traffic today.
It's the anniversary. Yesterday was the anniversary.
How does it affect traffic?
Well, he likes death and destruction, so
Yeah.
a little look at history.
Mayhem.
Yeah, a lot of hullabaloo.
Yeah, we got it. We got it the first time you said hullabaloo.
No, I said hubbub.
Hubbub.
Oh, hubbub. I'm sorry. My bad.
I got to sprinkle in,
Yeah.
Kennyisms.
The Grim Reaper continues his morning tour of the Garden State. In Wayne, New Jersey, Route 80 eastbound near exit 53, there's an accident on the exit ramp and another accident in the local lanes. The idiot in the local lanes was too busy rubbernecking and looking at the dead and mangled body on the exit ramp and plowed full speed into a gas truck. 2 words, crispy carnage. What the hell? Now let's shift gears and do some weather.
Yeah, let's do that.
This is a good story. You're really going to like this one. You probably didn't notice. You probably ain't going to believe it either.
Right?
Volcanic gases are adversely affecting Hawaii's air quality. There's a lot of VOG, volcanic smog, which reduces visibility and causes respiratory problems. So if you like hula dancing and sunshine, you get the tuberculosis to go with it. And then, this is terrific.
Yeah.
Flooding and tornadoes are menacing the midsection of the U.S. After last week's deadly tornadoes, parts of Arkansas, or Arkansas, some people say, and nobody cares about Arkansas. They're going to have severe thunderstorms today and tonight, and heavy rain could produce flash floods from Oklahoma to Illinois. So batten down your trailers, farmers, or maybe you could float away on your corn. This has been the traffic and weather with Club Soda Kenny on the world-renowned Opie and Anthony Morning Show. Thank you.
There he goes.
Wow.
Club Soda Kenny, everyone.
That was very
informative.
in-depth,
Yes.
insightful.
Sure.
Helped
John.
out with the traffic.
John, what do you got?
Yeah, what's it called? Club Soda Kenny. I don't know who wrote your report there. It might have been Voss because the Hindenburg crashed in Lakehurst, New Jersey, not Lakewood, New Jersey.
Yeah, I know. When I said Lakehurst, I was like, wait a minute. I don't think he said Lakehurst.
Well, he gets a few things wrong, but, you get the point.
Yeah.
He's trying to inform you. Do we have time? It's a quickie. We got to do one of Club Soda Kenny's phone scams.
Oh, yeah.
Or phone slams.
His phone slam, scam, whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah, because, Z100 here in New York is the #1 morning show in America. In New York. We don't understand why. So we're trying to do a few of their bits on our show. And Kenny does phone slams now for us. Here's one of his latest.
Opie and Anthony's Phone Slam with Club Soda Kenny.
Hi, is this Ray?
Yeah?
Ray, your family's dead.
What?
Remember that faulty propane tank in your backyard?
No.
Well, it blew the house up.
What?
They're all dead.
Oh, my God.
You've just been phone slammed.
Who is this?
Goodbye.
We need a new one, but
He is an ass.
I like that a lot.
You gotta love Kenny.
Yeah. Hey, we got an idiotic Air France pilot. Listen to this one. A pilot showing off to a young boy in his cockpit.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, showing off the cockpit, dear boy.
Yeah.
Come here. I'll show you the controls, young William. Wow, dear.
Anytime, E-Rock, anytime.
That's okay. Screw it, E-Rock. Don't need that.
Yeah, it doesn't really help a bit whatsoever.
Yes, go ahead.
A pilot showing off to a young boy in his cockpit ended up almost crashing the airliner.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Passengers said the pilot deliberately rocked the jet from side to side as he showed the child how the controls work.
You like movies about gladiators?
So you got the pilot, you got the kid, and he's like, "What? Look what I can do with the controls." Whee!
So you move this, and you'll rock back and forth.
Right.
And meanwhile, the people in the back are going, what's happening?
A little turbulence.
What's going on?
Moments later, however, he was forced to throw the Air France plane into a steep climb to get out of the way of another aircraft.
Oops. He was a little distracted by a 13-year-old boy in the cockpit. Right. And had to climb out. I guess he was on a collision course with another plane.
Yeah.
And they said they were screaming and prayers heard in the passenger compartment.
Said terrified passengers blessed themselves and said prayers aloud as the plane soared 10,000 feet.
You never want to be a terrified passenger. I've noticed that. You just never want to be part of the terrified passengers. It's never good.
The drama happened on an Airbus A320, which was carrying 143 passengers to Paris from Manchester, England. Passenger Sean Robinson, 40, an IT website manager from Rosendale, said the pilot had clearly been showing off to the boy who was about 13 years old.
Showing off? Why?
Did he think that kid got a coin?
Yeah. Young Rich.
I was horrified by what I saw, he said. The pilot made a sharp turn to the left without warning and then back again, obviously showing the young French boy how he flew his plane. I could see the boy. He shook hands with the pilots. Moments later, however, there was an emergency as passengers said they heard alarm noises coming from the cockpit. Mr. Robinson said the pilot threw... It's Mr. Robinson, too, huh? The pilot threw his plane into a steep climb. The two crew members sitting in front of me had terror written across their faces and were gripping their chairs.
Why would they write that?
When it was all over, the pilot said he had climbed 10, 10,000 feet.
Oh, man.
To avoid this other plane. He said air traffic control had come on the radio and said, climb, 10,000 feet.
This is young Rich Voss. This is the cockpit. I'm going to give you a little coin and some wings. That's nice. Not chicken wings, though. Let's go on your chest. Let's rock the plane back and forth a little bit. No, don't touch that, Rich. Don't touch that, young Richie. Little Richie. Sit down. Okay, no, your hands have little gummy bear sticky on them. Don't touch the instruments. Thank you.
Please.
Another little retarded child.
That's why he shook the plane so the kid would fall on him.
Hey, right on, man. Air traffic control, climb, 10,000 feet. You're going to hit a plane. It was terrifying. People were blessing themselves. Clearly something happened. Perhaps the pilot lost concentration and took his eye off the ball.
Huh?
Make your own joke there, people.
Took his eye off the ball, huh?
Make your own joke there.
Yep. We'll keep out of that one.
So, Voss, you took a tour of the White House. We got some very basic questions about our government.
Yes.
You took a tour of the White House and Congress?
Not. What do you mean?
Didn't you mention Congress, too?
No, you mean the state capitol? Oh, huh?
State capitol?
Oh, my God. State capitol.
Where does Congress meet? The state capitol, dummy.
No, the Capitol building.
Oh, whatever.
The
state capital would be Albany.
Okay,
right.
Or
here.
But you know what I mean, the Capitol building.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what Congress means.
Yeah.
All right, so, you did this White House tour, so here we go.
Well, you know what?
What?
You had to get a little education from
Yes.
it. I would think. You don't just walk around and look. People tell you things like the stupid painting.
All right, go ahead.
How many branches of the U.S. government are there? These are very basic questions. I think like fifth, sixth graders do. Six branches?
Finally, there's agricultural. There's.
Hold on, man. First of all, 6 is wrong.
Wait, hold on. Let's see which ones he has, though. He might be right.
All right, you might have a few. All right.
Go ahead.
Name the branches of the U.S. government.
Agricultural's right.
Oh, God, I had these. The branches of the government.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Don't look. I'm not going to help.
There's Secretary of the Interior. So without the interior, there's probably the exterior, right? And then there's
Wrong. Try again, dumbass.
Then there's the defense. Defense. And then there's
Well, who do you got so far? Agricultural.
Yeah. Interior, exterior, defense.
Interior, exterior, defense. You missed one. Judicial, or did you say
the judicial.
Oh.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, well, there's 3 branches, Rich.
What is it?
Executive, legislative, and judicial.
Oh, you didn't say judicial. I just gave you that one.
But what was the?
That's why.
What's the interior? What's that stuff? Those
interior means inside.
No, I know.
And I love watching this dodo bird try to be logical. He's like, well, the exterior, interior, but I guess you have to have the exterior too.
Yeah. Well, if there's an interior.
He was so happy with himself too. He got one. Ooh, segued right into the other.
Let's go to Matt in Missouri. Matt.
Hey, what's up, fellas? Just
Hey,
to
Matt.
let you know, I'm a third grade teacher,
Okay.
and we teach this stuff in third grade.
Oh, it is 3rd grade. Wow.
Who's going to remember that far back? They should have, punch it up. You know what I mean? You just go back.
What, like a booster shot of knowledge?
Whatever. 3rd grade. What do I remember in 3rd grade? The pilot swinging the plane back and forth. What do you remember from 3rd grade?
Agricultural. You said agricultural is a branch of the government.
No, I'm saying there's the departments or whatever. The Department of the Interior, the Department.
No, that's not a branch of the government.
I didn't hear it correctly.
What the hell is he talking about?
He's just going through all the offices, maintenance, reception.
But what is it? The
janitorial.
The Department of, the Interior, the Department of, what's it?
Cabinets. Those are cabinets.
Let's go to Joe in
You sure?
Pennsylvania. Yeah, he's sure. Joe, what's up?
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, Rich, got a question for you.
What's that?
You went on a tour of the White House?
Yeah.
What color was it?
That's all you have. Call back with something better.
All right.
Right. He's not stupid.
Who are the first two people?
Well, I don't think we should do these all in a row. We should maybe break it up.
Yeah, well, we've only done one question so far.
Yeah, all in a row. We've done one in a row.
Who are the first two people in the presidential line of succession? So, and then someone rewrote the question to dumb it down for you, Rich. Who takes over the big man in charge if something bad happens to him?
Vice President.
Then who?
Right, who's the Vice President?
And then the Secretary of State.
Who's the Vice President?
Right now?
Yeah.
Cheney.
Okay, and who's the wait, what was it?
Exactly.
You gave
then
the answer.
Speaker of the House.
No, what did he say? I know.
It's Pelosi.
But what did he say?
Dummy said Secretary of State.
No, I said...
You did say Secretary.
I thought you
messed
meant
that one up.
I didn't mean... I thought you meant... Listen, Spider.
All right, Al Haig.
This is what I thought. I thought you meant not like after the president gets shot. I thought you meant like if they stood in line at a reception or a wedding and they shook hands.
That's who's in line for the presidency.
That's what I thought. I thought you said when they stood in line at a reception.
All right, listen. And I want to make it perfectly clear. He's not lying. This is how dumb this guy is.
He's retarded.
No offense, Rich, but you are as dumb as they come.
No, I thought you meant...
Who's
really,
in line
really
for the presidency?
He makes Bob Kelly look like Dr. Kaku.
Why would we ask for how they line up at a reception?
Well, because you always see those at the governor's ball or whatever. You know what I mean?
The governor's ball. Everything that comes out of his mouth. Everything.
The reception. What order do they stand in at the reception?
All right, listen.
But I knew it was. I knew that Vice President. Yeah.
Then who?
What's that?
Then who?
The Speaker of the House, Pelosi, or whatever.
All right. What are the first
Real
10?
Liberal.
What are the first 10 amendments called?
The first 10 amendments. Mm-hmm. What are they called?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
The first 10.
Yeah.
What do you call it? The first... the first 10... the first 10 amendments?
Yeah.
Like...
Watch her start naming... the amendments. Mustard, relish, ketchup.
The Constitution. Was that right?
Wrong! Try again, dumbass!
I don't know that one either, actually.
The first 10 amendments, the main ones. They're called the main ones.
The main ones.
The top 10. They're the top 10 amendments.
The Bill of Rights.
Oh, do you know these two, kind of?
I maybe would have got that one wrong.
I got that one.
I would have probably just kind of...
We're doing a fundraiser for
blanked on
dogs,
that one.
too.
For what?
For animals.
What, are they going to have you answer questions against one of them?
Meet Patrice and Attell.
Stand Up New York tomorrow night here in
How
New
do
York
you know
City.
about that?
It's in the paper.
Because they had a picture of Patrice with a cute little dog in the paper on Sunday.
Oh.
How many U.S. senators are there? What?
Oh, that's easy.
All right.
That's easy. How many U.S. senators?
Yeah.
100. 2 from each state.
Look at him go.
Oh, you shut us up there.
Schumer.
Sure did.
Should we continue or... Yeah, let's continue.
So
then he
let's
get this over with.
Yeah.
What rights does the Second Amendment protect?
The right to bear arms.
Oh, boy, he's on a roll now.
Now he's cooking.
Right. How long is the term of a member of the House of Representatives? That's a little rough. I want to know that.
6 years.
Yep.
2 years.
2 years. That's what I said, but 2 years, but if you're reelected 2 more times. I knew it was 2 years. Why did I say 6?
No,
and why would I hear you say 6? And why would I say yup to anything you say? Is it odds on that no matter what you say, if someone goes,
It's going to be wrong.
Yeah, how many times would I go, let's go into that rest area? You go, yup. Okay. You
force a habit. Good point.
What number president is George Bush? That's a little...
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
Now.
I keep track.
How long is the term of a Supreme Court justice?
Wait, what number is he? 43rd?
43rd. How long is the term of a Supreme Court justice?
As long as as long as the president keeps him there. It could be 4 or 8 years. It depends how long the president's term is. The Supreme Court Supreme
Court Justice? Supreme Quorum.
Supreme Court Justice. His term is 6 years.
Let's say hi to Chad in Michigan. Chad.
Hey, how you doing, boys?
Yeah.
I love you, Jimmy.
Hey, buddy,
I'm a little concerned about Rich. The 3 signs of a stroke are incoherent babbling, slurred speech and numbness on the side of his face. Rich, is your face okay? I'm a little worried out here about you.
So you know what? That's a good point. Now I'm a hypochondriac. Now I'm going to get all nervous.
Yeah, you're having a stroke.
If you're not having a stroke, you should be.
All right, well.
Either that or your kidney cyst has moved to your brain.
Why, sir? You had us.
Oh, that's hurtful. Thank you, sir. Hey, one more. We'll let you off the hook here, Rich. What document started with "We hold these truths to be self-evident"?
$10 bill.
Now he's just blurting out denominations of money.
We hold these. Go ahead.
He is babbling.
We hold these.
Yes.
What document? Declaration of Independence.
All right.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, not bad.
How many did I get right?
I thought he'd do a lot
I think
worse.
you got 3, maybe 4 out of 10.
Pretty good for an 8-year-old. Abysmal for a 50-year-old. Agriculture Department. Of course, you didn't get the Supreme Court one.
Oh yeah,
Did
the
you?
Supreme Court one was life.
Lifetime appointed.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
When you're appointed, you're there until you die or retire.
Yeah.
Or you get fired.
What do you mean?
You don't. It's really tough to fire.
Just think
those
in
guys.
terms of your own experience. Something that's amounted to nothing.
I've got a great life. So it's a couple questions you don't know. No big deal.
Let's go to Kurt in Pennsylvania. Kurt, what's up?
Hey, I just thought this all was very informative this morning here with Rich. I thought maybe you could use Voss as like a roving, traveling reporter, go to different places, and then he can come back and enlighten all the listeners with his riveting details of what he's seen.
That's a good point. Thank you. That's a good bit. And if we
you travel around a lot, so maybe you should find like the local place to go.
Well, that's what we did when we went to Philly. When we were in Philly,
Here we go.
So we were going to go to the Liberty Bell, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But instead, we drove by. We were too lazy to get out of the car, so we drove by, and then we went back to the hotel. And on the info channel, we listened to stuff about the Liberty Bell. And then when we went out at night, we told people we went to Liberty Bell, and we had all the info on it. You know what I mean?
So you fooled them.
What do you know about the Liberty Bell?
It's cracked.
What else?
Well, that's all
What
I
else
know.
did you learn
Right.
from the?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
You're not even going to try?
No one's going to ever ask you these questions.
We are.
You got a lot in common with the Liberty Bell. You crack. You did
Liberty
crack
Bell.
for way too many years.
The Liberty
And
Bell
the
wore
Liberty Bell is
shorts
crack.
one day.
Right.
All right.
That's all you know, though.
You're right.
That's
You know what? I'm going to start doing that. When we go on the road, we're going to start going to places.
And it
we'll
could be a good bit for our show. You come back and tell us what you learned. Hey, were you breastfed as a child?
What's that? I don't remember.
Well, no, because there's a study that...
I don't remember.
He's gold. You're gold.
I don't remember. Who remembers that?
Study shows breastfed children are smarter. So
Yeah, it's true.
How do you know?
Because that's what they say, and we're breastfeeding our baby.
Were you breastfed?
Oh.
Probably by a man in his lap.
Last week.
The thin breast.
That's all the milk you have?
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, there's milk in my eye.
Can you clean this milk off my back, please?
Oh, we got Bob Kelly here.
Oh, good. Bob is a world traveler now.
Well, the reason we thank you, Than. The reason we asked Bob Kelly to come in, he was just here Friday, but we learned that he went to Guatemala.
Yeah.
To go relic hunting for the weekend. And Guatemala, we learned last week, is a very, very dangerous place. And we got an update yesterday that he got sick being in Guatemala. So we'll have Bob Kelly next to talk
He
about
went
his
relic
trip.
hunting?
Yeah, relic hunting.
I think he found my CD. Nothing. I
No,
gotta
there's
smash
something.
myself.
Moving right along with the Opie and Anthony show. Another full house. We got Rich Voss. He's playing the brokerage out there on Long Island. Belmore, Long Island. I went there, I remembered, back in the day. A bunch of years ago, and seems like a fine place. Rich is going to be there Friday and Saturday night. 2 shows both nights. Go to brokeragecomedy.com to see Rich Voss.
Yeah, they fixed up the club. It's really nice now. New owners and everything.
Very, very cool. Also, we got a brand new phone slam from Club Soda Kenny coming up in minutes. We just previewed it, and it made us laugh really, really hard. But first, we got to say hi to the world traveler, Mr. Robert Kelly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bobby filled in for Jimmy on Friday.
Yes.
And we learned that you were going to Guatemala.
Yes.
To do some relic hunting.
Yes.
For the weekend.
For the weekend.
Jimmy was all over you yesterday. Like, why would you do this?
He's absolutely right.
I gave you a beating yesterday.
Oh, you should have. I wish you gave it to me on Friday.
Did you bring your wife?
Are you out of your mind? It's a third world country. Are you out of your
do that?
That's where you met her.
Dude,
Guatemala.
That's right, I met her.
Good.
Just cracking my wife?
No, it's you.
Wow, what's that about?
Yeah, is that how you roll now?
Girl.
You're a dude wife? Listen.
That's what I like about her.
Wow, you can't argue with that, homo.
Wow, it's all right. Keep coming.
So, all right, Bob. You decided. Why did you decide to go? I missed that.
You know, every time we used to go to Brazil.
Yeah.
For relic hunting.
Yes.
For another type of hunting.
That was a little different.
Yeah.
Trying to find one girl with self-esteem.
And they would try to find one guy with self-esteem. I don't know. I was just interested in, the favelas and all that stuff. We went one block. That's it. The favelas, the slums.
Oh, okay.
They call them the favelas, the Vergal, as Patrice would say, and then go into a tirade about it for 20 minutes. I just like that stuff, man. I went with this guy who like goes there and does all this, goes into the Mayan temples, the Apocalypto type stuff, and goes into these little villages, and he lived there for like 3 years. He, he's been through like, he's been pulled over and had, AKs put to his head and almost killed. And
so this sounds like something you wanted to do.
How enticing.
Well, I did. I mean, the guy I was going with, knew his way around there.
Who is he?
Even though he looks like Harry Potter. He's just a friend of mine. He's the guy from Comedy Central Records. He
was your tour guy.
He was
brought up there.
He lived there. His father was there trying to prevent the rainforests from being cut down, and he lived there. He went to high school there.
On that. Is that you talking about the little skinny white guy at Comedy Central? That guy?
Yeah, dude.
That's who you went through the jungles with? With
dude.
that guy?
Yeah, dude. He really. I mean, at least I looked like nobody. All I had to say was no gracias. And nobody would mess with me because I look Guatemalan. Even though
you look like he's sitting in a cave with soldiers' heads around him, doesn't it?
You just see the guy. The guy you went with, you would want to take a tour through Wall Street with, not through the jungles. This is the most timid little white guy you could ever meet.
Okay, so
hey, Jimmy, just looking at Rich with disgust on his face.
Well,
I love that look. It's just disgust on his face.
We kind of got that, Rich.
I think I want to.
So when he says, "Let's go to Guatemala," what relics did you think you were going to find? Like, what were you? Where?
Well, it's like, all right, the first place we went to. First of all,
can you tell us about the flight?
The flight there?
Yeah.
It's fine. You get
first class?
First class.
All the way to Guatemala.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't even have Silver Elite, you get upgraded. If you're white, they're like, oh, you're upgraded. Go ahead. Because nobody's flying first class to Guatemala.
Yeah, to Guatemala.
What kind of animals were on the plane?
What were they wearing?
No, I mean literally what kind of animals?
Chickens, goats.
Yeah, well,
besides the hippo in first. All right, sorry.
Easy.
He's losing a lot of weight there.
You
better get all the fat jokes in because I think another 2 months the fat jokes are going to be history with Bobby Kelly.
There was no what's really funny.
I'll have to go back to stupid.
Yeah. Oh, we got that covered over here.
Yeah, you got stupid. I already proved myself. From stupid.
You answered one more question than me in the contest.
Wow, that's smarter.
Yeah, and you just lost going to Guatemala looking for relics.
Oh, God. And I just won because you spoke.
Wait, what'd you just say?
I didn't hear you, Rich.
What'd you say?
When he went to look for relics.
Where?
Guatemala.
Guala.
I want to hit you with the Guatemala.
Guatemala.
He said
I don't even think it was on the
Guatemala.
And meant it.
Jim, that's where all the Oompa Loompas live. The Guatemala.
Guatemala.
What an idiot.
God, do I hate you.
I'm almost afraid for you.
I want to move back to Guatemala.
Guatemala.
You're such a moron.
It's like a...
But I don't even know if it's him stupid
Dr. Seuss land.
I don't know if he's just stupid or it's his teeth. It's just mushy mouth that affects him.
How much food you could eat with these teeth?
God.
Guatemala.
All right, listen.
I hate him.
So the flight was fine. No animals on the plane.
No.
All right, you get off. No, because we learned a lot about Guatemala. Like they hijack your rent-a-car right from the airport.
Yes, they
As soon
do.
as you leave the airport grounds, they got fake roadblocks. None of that stuff happened.
Well, no, none of that happened. I'm panicking as soon as I get off because there's a million Guatemalas waiting. You remember in Brazil, it was 10 times worse than that. You walk out and they're Indians. The Spanish came over, conquered them, and they actually, became a little taller and a little better looking.
Yeah.
The Spanish people are very good looking people, but the Guatemalans are little, like 5-foot Indians.
Right.
And they still live there. Like some of them are pure Indians, and all those people are waiting outside. They're all like little
cabs?
Huh? No, they're just outside waiting. And little kids, like the same thing with the kids, and
with the peanuts.
You got to be real careful because they're walking up to you, just saying, talking Spanish, and you're literally just going to walk straight through them.
Is there a lot of civil unrest in this country? I mean, is it like a country under?
Not anymore. I mean, it was really bad, but in 1996 they had the peace accord or something with the guerrillas and the government. You know what they did is that as soon as they eliminated 75% of the government, the army, and the country became better because the army was actually terrible.
So this guy obviously knows his way around.
Oh, he's Indiana Jones. I mean, he speaks Spanish. We had people waiting for us. Get into the car. Go to the rent-a-car place. You get a rent-a-car. We rented like a crappy Mitsubishi, which is like a good car out there. And we jumped in and went right into the streets, which is like driving through the slums of Brazil. Like there's just these Partridge Family buses is their public transportation. All our old buses go down there.
We just ship over there. Sure.
We just ship over there.
We do the same thing with our planes.
Yeah.
That's why planes crash everywhere else in the world.
Yep.
Yeah, all the planes are on the runway too. All the drug running planes that broke down, they just leave them on the runway. So as you're flying, it's just these old planes with no propellers and bullet holes in them. It's just awful. And
so you were like tall round to his Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Oh, I was the king of Guatemala.
So did you know this was going to be like a third world kind of a dump when you went there?
Yeah, I did a lot of research on the internet. I knew it was going to be bad, and all the homes are like, in Brazil too, a lot of these homes all of them have, they're unfinished. It looks like they're still building them.
Yeah.
Like there's houses on top of houses. But the reason why they do that is because if your home is unfinished, you don't have to pay taxes on it. So all of them just build them half done.
That sounds great.
Great idea.
And they never finish them just so that they don't have to pay taxes forever.
Leave their roofs off.
Yeah, exactly. But
that's why the place is a dump.
Exactly. It looks like a dump. Yeah, what is a dump? What am I kidding? But he took me right to a site, an archaeological site. Say that, Rich. Rich.
Archaeological site.
Wow.
So were they stopping your car?
Did you have to go dig and stuff? Were you planning on digging?
No, you can't dig, dude. You can't dig.
Well, how are you going to find a relic if you can just... What do you think? There's just one... Oh, relic.
How would you
let's
find
go
it?
home now.
Use your teeth.
That's the third teeth joke. Keep going. Let's hear about the relic.
They took me to a site, and basically it looks like a park with a bunch of hills in it, but underneath the hills, like 5 feet under the dirt, is like the Apocalypto pyramids, like that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, like over time, it's 1,500 years ago, so all the dirt built up on it, and they literally just said screw it and built over it. Most of it, they just said put a house.
Half. They only built half.
Put a house right over it, and then they saved like a chunk of it, and you can go in there for free and walk around. But as you're walking, they have some of it excavated, so you can actually go into one of these temples and see all the stuff. But a lot of it isn't. So you walk around and nobody's there. There's like Guatemalan couples trying to fool around just by a tree. There's condoms everywhere.
Not quite
Paul Mercurio walking.
The big adventure thing, Indiana Jones thing you were talking about.
You're walking around and literally you kick the dirt near a tree, and like I found like this. This is actually a Mayan knife. This is a real knife. This is a knife.
No, it's not.
I swear to God, it's a knife head.
I'd like to see you try to eat with that knife. You'd be finished.
Okay, it's made out of...
Let me see it.
Why would I want to touch it?
You went all the way to Guatemala for that piece of crap you're in?
No. The stuff you go to, the full, like a full knife or a full bowl, or the stuff that you get, you have to go drive like 3 hours.
And it's not a Mayan knife.
No, it absolutely is, Jim. That's 1,500 years old.
Oh, is it?
I swear to God.
You could pick up a rock and say this is 1,000,000 years old.
No.
They leave this stuff around for tourists. It's a bad Easter egg. Okay, stupid.
This is from the.
He's showing us junk.
This is from a bowl. I'm not.
You went to Guatemala. Give us something good.
You think I'm bringing in a 1,500-year-old bowl to hold for you to hold? Yeah. I know what you do with poker chips.
Did they try to hire you to roll down on people that try to steal relics?
This is That was funny.
That's really good.
Do you know what these are? Farmer astronaut.
These are the trinkets of an idiot.
Is that the name of your next album?
So you brought junk in for us.
No, I the stuff that I got I don't have yet because I can't even bring this home. I had a pocket full of this crap, which I found on the site. You can kick around and find.
You think in 1,500 years, everything that's just on the surface hasn't been picked up already?
You're the first one to go on this tour?
How then?
Nope. You can see when you're going, like we were crawling down the back of these hills that you're really not supposed to be at. And you can see the sediment, it's like dug away a little bit. You can see like stuff sticking out of it, but you can't dig through it. It would take you 2 hours to dig through it, and you'd need a toothbrush because you'd break it. You know what I mean?
So no one wanted to invest 2 hours to get something that's 1,500 years old.
You'd rather pick up the junk that everyone else threw away.
No, I'm telling you.
Is that really for real?
Yeah, the stuff, the full stuff that I got, the actual stuff that I have, I have a poison jar. You have to go. We drove 3 hours into the jungle to these Indian towns. There's nobody there. You're driving up roads certain parts the guerrillas can come out and they stop traffic, just put a roadblock up, and then they just do whatever with you. So
I'd make a joke about today, but I'll leave it alone. I'm not stupid.
So why would you go there when the guerrillas could just stop you?
That's the only way to get to the place we were going.
Did they stop you?
No, nothing.
Can you just be thrown in prison?
Yeah, the cops are worse. The cops are worse than the Brazil cops. Yeah, the cops are the same thing.
Of course they are.
Yeah, they're terrible people.
Corrupt.
They're all right. Yeah, they all have those little black jumpsuits.
Really?
They look like
paramilitary looking.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And they're all
one of those.
They're in Toyota Jeeps.
Yeah, machine guns in the back.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, machine guns, which is uncomfortable. But yeah. Plus when you turn 16, your parents give you a car and a gun as a Guatemalan.
Nice.
That's
or someone in Detroit.
Me.
So all of this and all this. All of this.
Tried.
That was a good line. All this and this whole risk for a rock that you can't prove is 1,500 years old. How do you prove
it's not even a rock? It's just kind of
No. The stuff that I got this is the bottom of a pot from
How can you tell?
It's
because the guy I was with, honest to God, I swear to God, if I didn't bring the regular stuff because I didn't want to bring it back
because the guy's
through customs.
Store.
He knows how to take stuff back.
How do you take it back?
Gotta catch an old freighter.
You don't ship it. You gotta there's a bunch of other stuff that's you buy a bunch of. I don't want to give away his secrets, but there's a certain way. There's a certain way he does it that you put it back in, and then if they take stuff out, you're like, oh, this is bullshit. Okay, go ahead. But
really.
Yeah, but
but you just throw more curses on regular FM radio.
I'm sorry, guys.
Potty mouth.
I'm still out of it.
So you get caught digging in the Mayan ruins. What happens?
You get arrested.
Really?
Oh yeah, you can't. It's like going into a museum. It's protected.
But how do you get there?
You can walk in. You can look at it, and it's so funny. You go in, and they dug up all the dirt. It's like 5 feet of dirt that's settled over this in the last 1,500 years. And you go in, and it looks like Apocalypto. It's all the stairs and the pyramids, and you're inside of this place. And there's only one 85-year-old Guatemalan guy guarding it, and you used to be able to give him a little cash and he'd let you go down and walk around and do some stuff, but you can't do it anymore. They'll definitely you just can't do it. So
what do you mean pyramids?
And it's in the middle of this
the jungle.
city. It's in the middle of this part.
That part.
The first place was in the middle of the city. So it's you're not in a really safe area. It's okay, but you're not really safe. So you're in this middle of this park, and you don't want you just got to kind of go in, look around. You can kick around a little bit. That's where I found these little knife heads.
Yeah.
And stuff. His friend actually found when he was walking around there an actual head from a statue, a face, one time. But
really,
yeah, that's hard to do. We had to drive 3 hours into the jungle to go to this little Indian town, and it hasn't changed in like 400 years. It's all Guatemalans. It's, they have like an old church, and there's just people screaming with incense, and they're all sitting on the stairs, and nobody's been there, so everybody looks the same. Like America, people have sex with each other, and they mix it up, so we all look different. Guatemalans, nobody goes there and has sex with Guatemalans. So they look the same exact way they've looked for the last 1,500 years. It's just the same fat face over and over and over again.
That's creepy.
And they just come right up to you, and they're just whatever that, all I know is Mia su nombre. That's all I know.
What's that?
That's what is your, no, it's ¿Cuál es su nombre? What is your name? And
why would you care?
Mi nombre es Roberto. My name is Roberto. That's all I know.
We knew what that one
How
was.
far? Where is it? Is it?
Not all of us.
Is this
know.
in South America? Is it in South America?
Well, it's actually a good question. It's not South America. It's Central America. But you're right. It's
near Moscow.
It's underneath us, as you would say.
Is it in the American basement?
Is this near Aruba?
So wait, it's a 3-hour drive into the jungle.
You have to drive. You drive out of the city, and it's real. The dangerous part isn't even like the people coming out of the woods. The dangerous part, it's a 1-lane highway, and it's up into the mountains. But the buses, this is the only way these people get around, and they jam them on. Like there's a guy in front that hangs on outside. They stop. They jam these little Guatemalans on this thing. And then they just take off. But these guys do 50, 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, you're always hearing about those things plummeting off a cliff.
I saw a truck, dude, right off the cliff, because they're driving for hours. They drive for 24-hour shifts, and they fall asleep at the wheel, and they'll just fly off the mountain.
You saw it go off the mountain.
I saw a truck go off the mountain into a gully.
And you didn't go and rifle through that and see what you can get out of that truck?
Yeah,
why drive 3 hours?
No, it had a big gas tank on the back of it. I thought it was going to blow up.
Was the guy all right?
I don't know.
Look at this idol I got. It's a little bulldog.
Yeah. So what about the food
I got a
poisoning?
finger.
Bobby. Food poisoning?
Well, I want to get to the 3 hours thing.
You get in. You pull into this town. It's literally cobblestone streets.
Is there a hotel?
The place we stayed the first night, we had to go to.
It's a Radisson, so it's pretty good.
After all this, did you sign your second deal with Comedy Central for another CD? To do all this? No, come on. You know what I mean?
We know what you were trying to mean, but
yeah. So
anyways.
Bobby, let's
You're
go.
in the town.
So, anyways, the hotel was unbelievable. It was like old school hotel when we got there, but we had to drive another hour to where we were going to get these.
So 3 hours plus an hour.
Yeah, plus an hour, and you get into this town, you park your car. It's kind of weird because it's almost like going to Yankee Stadium. There's some Guatemalan waving people in to these little spots, and then you walk into this town, and it's just old, man. It's old. It's all Guatemalans, and these little streets, like a flea market. But they go forever in every direction. It's like a maze of these things, and you walk down, but then you'll see like some old stuff out front, and then you go in, and then you got to talk to the guy. And then the guy will be like, come back in like 20 minutes with a bag full of stuff, like legitimate stuff, and it's like
So basically, you went this far and bought stuff at a flea market.
That's pretty much what I'm getting out of this.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But wait a second,
this isn't
right.
this big.
You could do it in Jersey.
The man went and got the trinkets. He didn't sell you junk.
Well,
knowing that you may call the Better Business Bureau.
This stuff is probably taken from like tombs.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying. You can't. It's so hard to get a piece like a statue that is together, because when they excavate this place, they're going in, they're smashing them, breaking them up, taking them out. A lot of the tomb stuff that's buried with these people are intact because it's in the tomb, and that's so you can't. You're not supposed to even touch that.
If you ever say I'm dumb, you just bought something you think is 1,500 years old from a man in a flea market.
Right.
He went in the back and got an old soda bottle that was broken and said, hey, the fat guy's going to pay for this. Are you out of your mind? You are probably the dumbest human. You're the dumbest human I've ever met.
They're all fat.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're a sucker Because, let's go for relics, and you buy it from a man. Do you think he's going to sell anything of value to you for $2?
You're right, Voss. I mean, I could have bought a Rolls Royce off of eBay.
I didn't buy it. No, here's the second question.
Not to get some culture in me, but
here's the second one. When you go in Brazil, like, they'll rob you and kill you. They say don't bring any valuables down to Brazil. Will that happen in this place? I mean, were you scared to walk around that you'd get stabbed or shanked with a relic?
Yeah, you get killed there. They kill people. I mean, kill people all the time.
Let's go to Brooklyn Ace. Brooklyn Ace.
Bobby, what do you want to get through this story in real time?
I'm sorry, dude.
I know it's a bit slow.
I'm still getting over being sick, dude. You're
all right. We're gonna get into you getting sick after the break. All right.
Yes.
You got some kind of food poisoning on your last?
I got
night?
amoebas. Yeah, I got the amoebas.
Actual amoebas.
Yeah, I got the amoebas.
How much you pay for those?
Wow. We'll talk about that in a bit, and also Club Soda Kenny's latest phone scam after the break. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony, Rich Voss in the studio playing the Brokerage on Long Island, brokeragecomedy.com. He'll be there Friday and Saturday night. Robert Kelly in studio. He's back from Guatemala. And people are calling BS on your story, by the way, Bobby.
About what?
BS.
Bob is full of BS. No way Guatemalans sell him real stuff for a few bucks. They take their religions very seriously and would probably trample him on sight if he set foot anywhere near sacred ground.
Yeah, all right. Stupid.
And then this person's mad that you're calling Guatemalans fat.
Yeah, well, you know
fat
what?
Little face is what he said.
I said fat little faces. Deny that. Is he Guatemalan?
I'm assuming he knows a little bit about Guatemala.
Yeah, well, whatever.
So get into the food poisoning. What happened the last day there?
Well...
Were you drinking the water?
No, you're out of your mind. No, I drink...
No, you
went. They trick you. Yeah. They put ice... I told you, they put ice in the water. And then they just pour the soda or whatever in the ice. And you're like, and then you figure, this guy had to go, no, like 9 times to me.
Really?
Ass.
He said no ice?
Yeah,
because the ice is
they make
the water,
the ice with the water. And they just freeze the amoeba, and then it unfreezes in your belly.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about the bottled water? Is it okay?
The bottled water's fine, yeah.
How do you know the bottled water's fine? They might be bottling it in Guatemala.
No. They get their cable from us. They steal cable from us.
Really?
Oh yeah, once a month.
Cable.
There's no cable. Like the first night there was no cable in the hotel because once a month we change the codes.
Yeah.
On the cable, and they have to re-get the codes, figure it out, and then everybody gets cable.
Yeah, but they're selling you real relics.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Look,
dude, I'm telling you, it was 1,500 years old, dude. I saw the thing. Why would the guy do that, dude?
Yeah.
Who's honest?
You're right. I could be a sucker.
I think you are.
I wouldn't say could be.
Dude, it's a Mayan knife.
I'd be
dude.
happy. I'd be happy to go down there with you, Anthony, and we can do it and find out.
I would never.
Oh, you think?
Why
I'd
would
love
I do
to go
that?
with Anthony.
What planet are we broadcasting from today?
He'd go down there with a six shooter.
I'd join whatever mercenary force was down there.
How much you give me for this Guatemalan spoon? It's from the Mayan.
Note to the listeners, Jimmy is now holding up a plastic spoon from the deli.
Barry Riles from Pittsburgh writes, the amoebas just thought that Bob was their father since they have the same body type.
Oh.
I actually don't know. That's Jimmy who has an amoeba body type.
Bobby looks...
Bobby's lost a lot of weight. We better get all
I know,
fat
Jimmy,
jokes
you
in.
do. You look thin, but if you got naked, you'd still have an amoeba shape. It's not like you have shape.
Hey, that's very hurtful, Bobby. What's wrong with you today? You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm a little sick.
Leave Jimmy alone.
Leave Jimmy alone.
So you think you got sick from the ice cubes?
Yeah, there was a bunch of little Jimmys floating around in the ice cubes.
Really?
And how bad was it? Worst ever?
Dude, it was terrible. It was terrible. Because it just hit you. I woke up at 2 a.m. and everything was coming out of everywhere. I was just like,
scream puking?
It was almost funny. Like I almost started laughing.
I wish you would have recorded that.
I wish I had electronics. I wish I took anything down there. I had nothing.
You didn't bring a camera?
No. Why? Because you'd get robbed. Anybody with a camera, you'd get robbed.
You have a camera.
Well, you know what? In
you
hindsight,
bought a fake wallet on Friday.
In hindsight, I probably could have took it down. I was just so paranoid going down there that I would be attacked with anything. Because if you read the internet, the stuff that they read on Friday, it's like it's crazy, but it's not that bad.
You bought a fake wallet?
I got a fake wallet. I had a money belt with all my stuff in it. I got down there. I kept saying, when do I put my money belt on? When do I put my money belt on? He's like, not now. Relax.
Not now. I'm like, do I put it on now? I wound up, lost $400.
How?
I mugged myself.
What?
I was so nervous. I'm such a moron.
How'd you lose the money?
What did you do?
Because I'm sitting there I'm dying to put my money belt on.
Why would you put that on? Because they won't search you for that?
No, because they pickpocket you. At this one place that I went to.
Can I jump in? Jimmy on Friday explained this, but basically they tell you should get a fake wallet, put like $5-6 in it, put it in your back pocket, because they're going to try to take your wallet, and they get the $5 or $6. They'll leave you alone, and your real money's on a money belt in front of you.
Yeah, but after you get pickpocketed by one pickpocket.
That's how bad it is, though. They recommend you get a fake wallet, so let them have the fake wallet, and you keep everything else.
And get to my money belt is pretty hard, because you have to pick up my stomach, and it's underneath that.
Yeah. Bible belt. So you lost $400, you said?
Yeah.
Well, how?
Because I had all my
money. Put it in his shoe and squished it.
The money laugh before
money's impossible to squish.
Yeah. Why don't you give yourself a car crash on that?
Is that right?
All right. Not.
Yes, but they were all Susan B. Anthony dollars.
Oh God! Wow.
Wozak!
Your turn, Voss.
I'm not gonna. I'm on your side.
Guatemala again.
So $400. How'd you lose it? Go.
It fell out.
It fell out.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Some
to it.
Guatemala
I have no idea.
Paid for his
I got
kid's
back
college.
to the hotel.
Really?
Exactly. I
It
got
did
back.
fell out. They're really good at pickpocket.
I just got back to the hotel that night, and I separated my money. Like I put this money here, this money there, and then I put this here, and I had 3, money belts. I was so paranoid.
Just so they can get around you.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. I had a prostitute once, and I had $700, but this was 30 years. It was a lot of money, and I put it in my sock, except for $10 in my pocket. And when she shimmied my pants down, I didn't even realize it. She picked the $10 out of my pocket. That's how good she was.
Wow.
She would have got the whole thing. They were pros, man.
Sure, shimmied.
Yeah.
From a shim.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, it was bad. I lost that, and I forgot my PSP on the plane. Because I was so sick.
Forgot it?
Yeah, I left it. I was out of my... You don't understand what was coming out of me.
Why couldn't you call Continental? Someone probably turned it in.
I didn't even care. I
What's
didn't even care.
PSP?
You just wanted home.
Dude, I was so sick.
Portable. Jesus.
It was stuff came... when bile comes out? When you... It's yellow. And
there's nothing else to puke up, but your body's still trying to get rid of it.
It's like jelly.
Amoebas.
Yeah, it's like this stuff that's coming...
So you puke yourself up.
It was awful.
How did it sound?
They already did that joke, stupid.
No, you didn't.
You're such a... Listen to the show that you're on as it's happening. Are his headphones on? Yeah, it was coming out like sand, like you know what I mean? Like it was just hitting the bottom of the bowl.
Oh.
But why would you say the water? Couldn't the food have gotten you sick too?
Yeah, it could have been the food. It could have been the lettuce that the guacamole. Ugh, he's speaking like him now. Guacamole was on. It's anything, and I thought I'm such I'm a fat ass. I'm down there going, hey, I want to taste Guatemala. Take me, but it's not like Italy where they have a million different flavors. They eat piece of meat, a sausage, refried beans, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all you get
because they're poor,
pretty much everywhere. Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah, they're
so you were getting rid of stuff from both ends.
Both ends.
Did it get to the point where you were dry heaving from the other end? Have you ever had that happen before? Where your muscles are just trying to get things done, and there's nothing to to get rid of, but your body is still going through that on that end. That's when you have it really bad.
It's puckering like a worm's mouth.
Yes,
it sounded.
They call it dry heaving from your what?
Right. It was like someone was pouring water out of a bottle. Ugh. It was just coming out like water.
Oh. And you almost had to stay there because you were that sick?
Yeah, dude. I almost could. I had to fly. We had to take 2 flights. We had to go to the we had to go to the car rental place, go to the airport, go through customs, go through customs in Houston, get on the plane, 2 flights. It was going to take, we didn't get into 1:00 at night last night. We left at, I think 10:00 in the morning.
Oh.
I was up all night from 2:00 and all night just puking. And it's hard because you're making a decision. Like the trash cans were metal trash. There was no paper bag in them. It was just a metal lit can.
Yeah.
So it's not like I could use that too. So I had to make a choice. Like I had to like see
front or back,
or back, and then switch it up in the middle. It was awful. Awful.
At the same time, like when you throw up, a lot of times when you throw up, you'll lose control in your back. So you were doing it at the same time.
I was trying not to, yes.
Some guy called, remember that guy that called about that?
Yeah.
So that he was vomiting, and he also had an upset tummy.
Yeah.
And the wall behind him, because he was obviously puking into the toilet.
Well, you gotta lean over to puke.
Yeah.
So you can just imagine what's
He
going on
started
behind
puking,
you.
and the wall behind him just
All of a sudden, you're making gang signs on the wall behind you.
yes, graffiti.
Wow. I'm an artist.
It looks like a scene from Lockup.
Yeah, that almost happened a few times.
Did the
Like
other
a
guy get
spray paint can when it's running out of air.
The other guy didn't get sick you were with?
No, he lived there for 5 years, and
He knows what he's
He
doing.
goes down all the time, so his stomach is because our water we're so purified. Everything we eat is so clean. Those people don't wash their hands.
Yeah, but they don't get sick from it either.
No, they don't get sick. They're
they're-
used to
they're
the
immune
wa-
to everything.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to send something back.
What down there?
Yeah.
I mean, the food was all right. We went to a
Yeah, imagine, because people in America are scared.
Yeah.
I'll just eat the raw hamburger. I don't know what they're going to do in the kitchen. Yeah, imagine in Guatemala.
A lot of stuff was good. Antigua was great. Antigua was really good.
Fry up a slug and squash it into this burger. This
Upper West
bastard.
Side Jew complaining. This is
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to see that.
Where's Antigua?
Antigua
Guatemala?
is.
Oh yeah, I know what that is.
It's out of. It's. I think it's like an hour and a half out of Guatemala City.
That's a
You go
resort
there.
area, though.
That's actually nice. It's actually a nice area.
Yeah,
But
people go there. It's like,
but there's
beaches.
the dead dog road we had to go through. Literally, it's just dead dogs everywhere.
Why?
Because they're wild dogs that just run around. And the highway, I swear to God, they just drive 60 miles an hour at all times. Raining, whatever. These bus drivers are trying to get wherever they're getting to, and just people die all the time. And they just hit the dogs. That's it. And there's just dead dogs everywhere. It's almost funny. Because the guy's like, this is Dead Dog Highway. And then as soon as he said that, there's a dead dog, a dead dog, dead dog.
Just
I saw a dog get hit by a car in the street. Oh, you hear that. And then he just, nobody moves.
Do you appreciate America, Bobby?
Do I I appreciate
Did
that
you
we
learn
have
anything?
clean water. Oh my God, you can
Yeah.
just take a shower with your mouth open.
Very nice.
But I'm glad to be back. And then we actually got held up by guns.
What?
At, I'm kidding. I just wanted to make the story
okay.
interesting at the end. Look at you
That
guys.
didn't make a lot of sense that you wouldn't have said that before.
Yeah, I mean, glad to be back. You went for 2 days. It's not that you were there for months.
It felt like
You were there for
it
2
felt like a
days.
month.
So did the story.
I felt like a.
No, that was I love
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you do, carboy?
Teasing. Okay. That's, it's exciting. You went down to Guatemala.
Good. The part you drove, and I'm like, well, how far? 3 hours. But then you hit this.
Let's go to Gladys in New Hampshire. Gladys.
Yes, how you doing?
Hey, sexy name.
Hey, Gladys.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Hi.
Yeah, I just want to know where did he got to Guatemala? What part of Guatemala did he?
Where you grew up?
Well, she obviously
No,
knows the
actually,
thing
no.
Where
Do you
were
know
you?
Felipe?
I don't know the other two towns we went to. I went to Antigua the first day. Went to we're in Guatemala City for a day, and then we went to I forget the name of it. I really do. It's like 2 hours out of Antigua. It was a little town. I forget the name of it, honey. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Tijuana.
Pichichichu or something like that. You know? Does that make anything to you?
No.
It's like it's right. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours out of Antigua.
All right.
So I'm sorry.
Thank you,
Who
Gladys.
cares, Gladys?
Yeah.
I feel sorry about the dead dogs because we're doing a dog fundraiser.
I know. Tomorrow night at Stand
know,
Up
the
New
guy
York here in
can-
New York City.
Who
It's
is
a
that
big dog
singing?
fundraiser.
That's Clay Aiken.
Doesn't he look sickly?
Looks like a chick.
Looks like
I thought it was
Ellen.
Katie Lang.
Yeah, he's
Well, he might be a little light in the loafers, rumor has it.
might
Who
be.
doubts that the fact that he loves one in the face? Who doubts the fact
No one
that
really
whatever
doubts
he
it.
sees when he makes this noise?
You guys aren't watching that this year? American Idol?
I kind of blew it off this year. There was a
Yeah.
moment last night though that I think we have somewhere around here. Yeah,
One of the kids
One of-
screwed up.
one of the kids
Oh, yeah.
screwed up his Dylan song last night. A lot of people.
Oh,
are
that
talking
kid's
about it.
going home.
I think we got. I think we got a quick clip.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. And hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. And I'm following you.
Oops.
Oopsie.
Then he lost
Simon
confidence.
Simon told him to pack his bag.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You
Simon.
watch.
Don't get on his bad side.
Oh, boy.
Well, very unpredictable what the judges had to say. I mean, Paula said something very different this time around, and yeah, Simon said something extremely different.
It's the first
very out of character for these two.
You know the lyrics.
So tell me, man, what do you think? How did you think that was?
Well, I lost some lines in there. That's
Lost some
bad.
words in there. Jason's not in the zone tonight. I don't know what's going on, man.
Well, you know what? It is what it is. It's at this point of the competition, though, that you guys have solidified your niche. And, you know, obviously it didn't blow us away, but you blow me away.
Oh, really? But you blow me away.
Jason,
Oh, there's
I'd pack your suitcase.
Oh no,
Right.
Simon, you didn't.
To go on vacation
You
after
didn't,
I
Simon.
win?
Oh, go to Guatemala. Simon.
I hate that kid. Every
yeah.
song sounds like boop skip dip boop boop ba da boo bing bing. Ugh.
I know.
Everything's
Oh.
a beep.
What? I'm not even
How do you
watching.
know?
No, I don't
the
even
first
care
year I
about it.
watched
Yeah.
it.
I watch it every week.
Yeah.
You addicted to it?
I'm married. Yeah,
You've been watching it for years?
I've been watching it. Yeah, I watch it every week. I have no problem saying that.
I was really into it last year, and for some reason, I decided I don't want to watch this again.
I don't even like. The only one I like is that David Cook, David Archuleta. I hate him. He's like a robot. Him and his dad, and he licks his lip. And
He's only 17 years old.
Doesn't matter. He
Yeah, leave the
stinks. Socially, he's a loser.
Leave the little kid alone.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you.
I got a new best show on TV is The Family Guy. It's the funniest thing. Have you seen this?
I have
it's
to
the
go.
funniest
Can I
thing.
leave? Can I leave?
I'm telling
seriously.
you.
No, I know my.
Holy
Listen, first of all,
smoke.
I know my Guatemala story was boring as hell. I apologize.
all right.
I'll speed it up next time, and I'll add some gunfire, and I'll get raped.
Have
but
you
are the
seen
dumbest
Ronan
person-
Martin's laughing? It's a real hoot. They come out of doors and joke at each other.
Anthony, I just saw the show.
Hold
It's
on.
really kooky. Dick Van Dyke.
Hold on. We don't know what Family Guy is about. What's that?
No, it's the you know what it's about.
I actually have never
Maybe-
seen it.
We've never
Let
seen
me
it
tell
about.
you something.
What is it
It's
about?
the-
Why is it so funny?
Because it's the hippest, most inside cartoon. The stuff they do on it is just
Like
you
what?
know,
Like what? Give us an example.
Well, they had Liza Minnelli. I don't know how they cut to Liza Minnelli laying on the ground as a showgirl. She made Bobby look anorexic. She was about 1,000 pounds. She looked like a little seal, just a big fat Liza Minnelli laying there going, "Do you love me now, mommy?" Right? It's just.
Do you guys
so fun.
do you guys want me to tell my Guatemala story again?
Yes, you can just slow it up.
So, anyways, I'm on the highway, and there's these dogs.
Oh my God! He just found Family Guy.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
Family
because I
Guy's been
don't want-
around for
5 years, probably 6 years.
no, because Seth MacFarlane almost died in 9/11, so it's got to be 7 or 8 years now.
Okay, so here's
Right?
the thing. So
9 years?
okay, well, guess what?
1999. Okay, so
I don't
9
watch
years.
a lot
I saw
of
this
TV.
new movie. You see this thing called The Birth of the Nation? It's dope.
Can I be on when he's on all the time?
Yeah. Rich, you do realize our listeners probably watch that show and have been for many, many years.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not
you were,
plugging. I'm
you
just
were
saying
excited, like, oh my God, I got to turn everybody on to something new and different.
Funny. I'm going to kill at the brokerage. You'll never see a bad show. Rich Voss on stage. It's always different, always new material. Come to the brokerage. Guarantee you'll have a good time.
This Friday and Saturday, brokeragecomedy.com. Bobby, you got anything?
No, I had Seattle, but Patrice played there, so my gig got canceled.
What? What happened?
Patrice did a show there, and all of a sudden my gig's canceled.
He called me from there.
No, what?
Yeah.
What's that about?
I don't know. He called me. He sent me a text message about how awful it was, and then I was supposed to be there next week. You promoted it last week, and now I got a call. It's canceled.
Why? Did they give you a reason?
Yeah, they said it was a big fat gorilla actually came in and wrecked the room.
Yeah.
So
Well, these clubs are just crazy.
I don't know. Yeah,
There's a club in Baltimore, real quick. They make the feature acts, the middle acts, buy tickets, sell them, and the profit they make from selling them is what they get paid for the weekend.
Oh,
these
my
clubs
God.
just
Who does that?
The Baltimore, one of the clubs there, the Outlet or something. They're just ruthless. And Patrice called me.
Just buy my CD, just the tip. iTunes, Amazon. Seattle's canceled.